Cinemassacre's Monster Madness. Director Wes Craven sort of established himself as a prime leader in the slasher franchise. Nightmare on Elm Street introduced Freddy Krueger and spawned many sequels throughout the 80s. Wes Craven was barely involved with these sequels, but in 1994 he returned to the series with Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Not only did the film finish off Freddy and keep him dead for nearly a decade, but it also had a self-awareness to it. Like, the movie centers around the film crew making the movie as Freddy becomes real. It's a strange notion of how horror movies could affect those who create it. Shortly after cleaning his hands of Freddy, Wes Craven decides to put an end to the slasher genre itself.
No, it's just, what's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
Scream kind of rides on the same idea as New Nightmare. It's a horror movie that tries to be self-aware, that the characters in the film itself know the cliches.
Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back!
Often people dismissed horror movies for being so cliche, but now they were being celebrated. Just like how Psycho made people look twice when they take a shower, and Jaws made people stay out of the water, Scream made people get caller ID.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
The killer in the movie wears a typical Halloween mask that was already common before the film came out. It was based on the famous painting, The Scream. By having such a common mask made it really generic and anonymous that the killer could be almost anybody.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
Scream obviously didn't end the slasher franchise, and because it was so fucking popular, instead it resurrected the genre. It had 2 sequels, a ton of crappy teen horror comedies, and a string of scary movie parodies followed. But one good thing it did was bring the audience's attention back to the original slasher movies, now classics. For example, it was in Scream when a new generation learned that Jason wasn't the killer in the first Friday the 13th.
Listen, it was Jason. I saw that movie 20 goddamn times!
Then you should know Jason's mother, Mrs. Voorhees, was the original killer. Jason didn't show up until the sequel.
Though I think Scream was very overrated in my personal opinion, still I can't deny that the modern perception of the slasher genre owes a lot to it.